So as we all know, the symbiote plays a big part in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. From all the trailers we've seen and from the story at the end of the first game, we all know that this whole symbiote is going to be the entire whole plot line of the whole Spider-Man 2 video game, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Now with the story and everything else, it obviously has to come with a variety of different suits in the game that we could use, and obviously it's not the first time we've seen the symbiote. The symbiote has been around since the Secret War comics, and it only makes sense to actually see what actually happens throughout the whole game and actually see what actually happens towards the end of the game when the symbiote is kind of just morphing around and stuff. So I'm actually kind of wondering what's going to happen with all of that, and if we actually do it in fact see some kind of like version of the symbiote we haven't seen before. And honestly, but today's video is not really talking about a theory of a symbiote. Today's video is talking about what suits we could possibly see in this version of Spider-Man, and if we do in fact see it, then it's going to be pretty good. I think you guys are going to enjoy this video because there's a lot of great symbiote suits out there, and I don't believe I'll ever miss one. But honestly, there is some good symbiotes out there, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video, and make sure you like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into this list. First suit up in this list is a 90s animated series suit from the 1995 cartoon show. Now obviously I did talk about this in the last video, but I genuinely believe this is one of the greatest symbiote suits ever. From the cell shading to how it moves, and also how great of a suit it actually is on screen. I believe that we need more cell shaded suits like this, like symbiote inspired suits, and throughout every other Spider-Man game after this, because I think cell shaded suits do it so well and do so much justice in games like these, because how great they actually look on screen, and how great they actually have an impact on your eyes, which I mean every symbiote suit with that kind of effect just looks insane. And if we don't get this scene in the game, then I'm just gonna cry, like simple as that.
Here, shocker! Shocker! You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
Next up is the Spectacular Spider-Man suit from the Spectacular Spider-Man show. Now, I think this could be incredible because this suit has so many great stages to it, and I believe that if they do it right, then it could actually be one of the best suits in the game. Obviously, if you've seen the Spectacular Spider-Man show, this symbiote kind of lurks through Peter and it actually advances into him a lot more the more he wears it, because the symbiote is showing it's a living organism. And I think this would be really well entailed into this game if they actually managed to do that right and actually decided to make it more like reactive and have the spider logo more extended and enhanced like how it is in the show. I believe that would be a great effect, even if they had to upgrade the suit a little bit so you could see that. I genuinely think that would be a great idea to actually bring this suit to life in the game. And it would also make a lot of sense too, because obviously the Spectacular Spider-Man was a very unique show, and obviously because of the spider logo, and it morphs itself into the regular black suit, because it starts off kind of like the Raimi suit and then it morphs into more of the comic accurate suit. So I genuinely believe we'll see a bit more variation with this suit, and I think it'll be definitely a fan favourite to everyone who's actually watched the Spectacular Spider-Man show. Next up is the Ultimate black suit from Shattered Dimensions. Now this does get looked a little bit over because, I mean, Shattered Dimensions is a pretty amazing Spider-Man game, but obviously Shattered Dimensions Ultimate Spider-Man, it's more purplish, so it's like Ultimate kind of comics. The purple, as I said, cel-shaded suits in these types of games, they look phenomenal. And if Insomniac can pull this off, I genuinely believe this could be one of the greatest suits ever next to the Spectacular Spider-Man one. Mainly because how good cel-shaded looks in a realistic world, like we've seen it in the past games. And I genuinely believe if they do it right, as I said, this suit could probably be a big fan favourite to everyone. And I genuinely believe it definitely could be that. Up next is of course the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit, and it's obviously the black suit I'm talking about here, but honest to god, this is going to be one of my favourite suits I've added to this game, and I pretty much know they will add this suit to the game, because obviously we've seen the Raimi suit in the original game. Why would they add a black suit in this game? It doesn't quite add up if we didn't see that. So I think we're all going to see how great this Raimi suit will be when it's brought to life in this game, and I think it's going to look phenomenal, because the Raimi black suit is actually one of my favourite Spider-Man suits of all time, and I'm sure everyone here watching you guys absolutely love this suit as well. But I genuinely believe if they, as I said, if they do these suits right, I think these guys could look perfect in this game. And it's not just about the Raimi suit. The Raimi suit looks perfect already. I'm imagining these guys in cutscenes, and I'm imagining these suits could actually look phenomenal if actually done right. So, and Raimi's suit is obviously one that we definitely need to see in this game, not only because of the fan service behind it, but obviously because of how cool and badass this suit is. And the final suit I'd love to see in this game, guys, is the Kraven's Last Hunt symbiote suit. Now, it'd be pretty cool Easter egg, obviously because Kraven is in this game, that if he was the one wearing this suit, because in the Kraven's Last Hunt storyline, he actually does eventually become Spider-Man after he buries him alive in that freaking, in the cemetery. So I think it'd be pretty cool. If this suit, obviously it could be a little bit different to the other ones because it's animated again, but more comic book based style, kind of like the one we saw in Spider-Man, the first game, and just mix it up a bit, make it look different. And yeah, it's just, I think if we had Kraven in this, it'd be pretty funny, and we'd probably see a more buff looking symbiote. But honestly, that would just be awesome because Kraven's in this game and it makes sense anyway. So like, why not just make a Kraven Last Hunt suit? And I definitely do believe that it could be one of the best suits in this game. They need to do it right, because if they don't, they'll just muck up making him look like SpiderMan or something. But yeah, honestly, if we do get Kraven's Last Hunt symbiote suit in this game, I'll be over the moon. And I'm sure it's going to be a fan favourite to a lot of these fans that are waiting for this game. So yeah, big ups to Insomniac if they do include it. Guys, there you have it. That is all the suits I want to see in Spider-Man 2. And I'm sure they will add a lot of these symbiote suits, mainly because obviously the symbiote made it going to be a big part of this game. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what suits they actually intend to do add in. But I genuinely believe if they don't add these suits in, they're missing out on a lot of opportunities. So Insomniac, if by some miracle you see this video, you know why I want to see these suits, because you're paying tribute to the fans, and every fan would love to see every one of these suits. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video, and yeah, get those suits in your Insomniac, because I might just become Black Spider-Man soon.